Yeah, the zeros are nice, but after last night, Blake only going 5 and putting a lot of innings with extra innings on the bullpen. We got 9. I think was it 9 straight, no off days to finish. So I would have loved to get deeper in the game, but I mean at this point in the year, it's all about putting up zeros, and if it takes you a few more pitches, or we're willing to sacrifice that. I think everyone knows that it's kind of all hands on deck through these last 9 here. Their approach is always really good. Sometimes they show their hand early in the game, and it makes it a little bit easier. Tonight they didn't. They laid off some really good breaking balls. They tried to use the fastball more, got behind in the count a little bit, a few walks. That first inning, walking Max, to get to Gallo, I felt better about that matchup there. So I guess that was the only one where I wasn't afraid to walk him and work at the next guy. But, a few too many pitches, a lot of 3-ball counts. Just really wasn't very efficient, but I made big pitches when I needed to. Was able to strand, I think, 10-plus runners or so throughout the night. So, yeah, a lot of positives, and you always want the efficient 6-7 inning game, but to have an outing like that towards the end of the year before we're getting into the postseason, and have to really bear down and focus a little extra and work out of some tough jams. It's good reps. So yeah, I feel pretty good. I bounced back pretty well from the little shoulder fatigue that I had a week or so ago. A lot of work on delivery stuff over the last couple of weeks. I feel like that's starting to translate into the game a little bit, and really it's just my strengths are getting ahead in the count and staying on the attack and throwing strikes, and then later in the game opening up a little more and getting them to chase and hit the pitches that I want. So haven't done a great job of getting ahead and controlling the counts, but this is a tough lineup, man. They give off the idea that they're not afraid to get to 2 strikes and work the count a little bit. I mean, obviously you saw they got my pitch count up pretty high, and in 2 innings I was over 50 pitches. So but that's how you got to be. You got to be stubborn. You got to be picky at times with certain guys in the lineup, but overall I think we did a good job of navigating. Knowles was really good back there, not only calling pitches, but the mound visits were good visits. The right things, said the right things, got me calmed down a little bit. We trained together all off season, so tapped into some of the stuff that we did this off season to prepare for these moments, and it paid off. So the postseason, you're not going to get many starters going past 5-6 innings anyway. That third time around, it's usually going to go to the pin. So trying to be efficient and trying to be saving pitches is not really the motive for me right now. It's really go at them with everything I got and pitch smart.
Given what you guys have done pitching-wise the last couple nights, I mean, like postseason games,
right,
in terms of the starters going and
yeah.
I feel like you probably would win most games like tonight, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing good, man. Tonight's, there's no reason to hang our heads. We lost the game in extra innings, and the extra innings is tough now because, you start with a runner on second base, so, when you lose those games, it feels tough because, it's hard to get runners on second base, especially late in the game against some of the best arms on the team. So, I don't think there's anything to hang our head about with this one. We've played really well the last 2 days, really the last week and a half or so, 2 weeks. So just got to carry the momentum right into tomorrow and come with the same approach.
At this point, what's the confidence when you're turning over the game to the bullpen in a close situation?
Yeah, they've been lights out. And again, with them, it's being smart. Picking the battles, picking when they need to go after guys and when they can be a little more careful. But they've come in and been lights out, just executing pitches, getting quick outs. The guys that are aggressive, making good first pitches and getting them out in one pitch. The preparation, the game planning has been really good, but ultimately the execution's been as good as it's been all year.
But you got to credit the pitching all the way around by both teams. 2 really well-pitched games, a lot of pitchers in the game, a lot of pitchers game through. Even Steven Wilson makes a good pitch to Freeman. It's a bloop hit. So it was all about the pitching today. They just snuck one across and we couldn't.
Speaking of Freeman, is there any consideration not to pitch him in the 10th inning?
Well, if you don't, and he gets on first, you got Betts on second, he steals second, and now you're dealing with a second run. So you almost expect at times in the middle of the order that they might score a run. It's our job to come back and score one ourselves. But Steven made a good pitch to him. It was a bloop.
You give them the credit. It looked like in the first inning, Joe made some really good pitches that they just fouled off or did.
That's what they do. A lot of those guys do. They foul pitches off, and same thing with Blake. The night before, they spoil a lot of pitches. They don't chase. They make you throw it over the plate, and they get themselves in good counts. But we pitched well enough tonight. We gave up 1 run in 10 innings. It's most times you're going to win that game.
How important would it be to take a series from the Dodgers, or to not lose another one?
Yeah, look, it's just about right now. It's just about as many games as we can put on our side of the ledger. So, it'd be great to come out and win a game tomorrow, but it's going to be the same the next day and the same the next day.
Any thoughts of letting Nola hit for himself the way he's going and saving Bell maybe for Grish?
No, I like to first guy up, left-handed hitter, trying to get him over and or get him in. No, I was comfortable with what I did, or I would have done it differently.
What is it going to take to get Grish going at the plate, because he's been through it lately?
We need to get him going. Our best team has Grish in there. So, you look at some of the production, some of the, games he's had this year, walk-off games, big homers for us. He's had to sit and watch for a little bit. Hopefully that makes him a little bit more hungry. A couple good games in a row is what we need from him, because our best team has him in it.
Is this the best you've seen Hader tonight, what he did?
I think really since the Giant game when he came in and got that save, he's looked good ever since, and it seems like he's getting better every time out. So he had to face the same exact guys that he did last night, came in today as he did last night, and it was really good again.